So if there is like some talking in between, I'm gonna double speed. I'm not gonna skip, okay? I'm gonna just double speed. So here we go.
He comes and goes without leaving a trace, only appearing at the most critical moments. He's highly knowledgeable, and he likes to share his observations with others. She has a cold and stern exterior, and her spotless battle record has earned her renown throughout Fontaine. She is an unusual-looking Melusine with an equally unique perspective on the world. And now, their voice actors have all gathered here today to deliver the version 4.7.
Like I can double speed that, right? I can double speed that.
Hello, travelers. My name is Zach Aguilar, and I voice the male traveler. Today, our hosts for the special program include... Hello, everybody. I'm Yuri Lowenthal, the voice of Dainsleif. You may know me from all those...
Alright, so Dainsleif's back for the story, I guess.
And I'm Sarah Williams, the voice of the head nurse at the Fortress of Maripede, Sigewinne. She's there.
So, I didn't actually know this. This is a...
Everybody feels good.
And hey everyone, I'm Crystal Lee, the voice of Fontaine's champion duelist, Clorinde. Pew pew pew, let's get it.
All right, nice.
I
So we've got
assume-
a man of mystery, a duelist, and a healer.
I assume they are gonna be setting up... Is the volume low?
What a wild coincidence, you guys. I just received an invitational letter to a new domain.
I assume they will be setting up the next region, right?
That's just destiny. Yeah,
Alright, let's go.
definitely. You know, this new domain seems to be right behind us, but in order to complete the challenge, we'll need to tackle several missions first. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's do this.
Atlan, that's the one.
Paimon, would you join us and play Marechaussee Hunter?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, don't spoil anything. Don't spoil anything. I don't know anything.
This script was adapted from the
I
real
actually
history of
didn't
the
know this stream was
Marechaussee
even
Hunters.
happening today.
You all will play the role of hunters from a bygone era and resolve a series of events unfolding in the capital.
Is that an event or a story quest? I don't know. Archon or
Many
event?
of my habits are customs I've adopted from the Marechaussee hunter tradition. They fought against monsters, while I fight against lawbreakers. For when I draw my blade, I am but an instrument of Fontaine's law.
But you have gun, and I would like to use more gun, but okay, whatever.
Loaded.
You know what's kind of crazy?
Time to testify.
We've had so many like gun characters recently.
Every page of a storybook.
I didn't really even realize that she wasn't out.
Vast and mysterious. There must be quite a
Oh,
story
that's the new
behind
guy.
this
Oh,
place.
that's the new Sumeru guy,
So,
right?
I'll explore this place with you to the end.
It's just
Let's
three.
never stop hoping for victory.
I don't want to pause. I don't want to pause, but I really want to quickly say, I don't know. He just looks like the Traveler.
Way ahead of you.
Is it just me? I feel like he's underwhelming. It's like, hey, it's Traveler with black hair.
Move or be moved.
Not that I doubt your
I am
feelings
very
about it, of course.
underwhelmed
Just
by the design.
So much more dangerous in there than I
I don't
ever
know.
imagined.
Just you? Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. They'll be fine.
Just let me know.
He's 4-star, and
Let's blow.
that shouldn't be the reasoning though. If it's just me, that's totally fair.
Don't be nervous. Just relax.
I just feel he kind of looks like an NPC you would find in Sumeru.
One I suspect that every Fontainian suffers from.
But they don't trust me at all. Do you really think it matters whether I'm Melusine or a human?
I don't believe Master would suddenly disappear for no reason. There must have been something she just had to do.
In the new world, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun.
Oh, is that why
They no
Dainsleif
longer
is gonna be
needed to
included?
dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy, such
I
as the
assume
price
so.
they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Huh.
The way he's
Oh,
holding
Farina's
his
back.
sword. He must be a real Marechaussee hunter.
You used it yourself, didn't you? That's why you have a human appearance.
Ooh, the rest of
Quite
twists.
the gamble. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap.
One day, I shall have my vengeance.
That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal. The loom of fate has already been completed.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
Huh. Oh, I didn't use any of these codes. Are they gone? Valid until, Is it gone already? No, it's tomorrow. No, it's fine. I can still use it today, I guess. If I want to. Okay. I think Genshin needs to start revealing some of the
Looks like our
twists.
first
That's what they
mission is
need.
here.
They have a lot of like
Assemble your
mysterious,
team.
twisty stuff,
Oh,
but
I
they are
get
not
Our
paying it
first
off fast
mission
enough.
Is to introduce the new characters. All right, this is getting exciting.
All right then. Well, how about we start off by
So
introducing
far, I'm
the
like, yeah,
youngest
okay,
champion duelist,
sure.
Clorinde.
You would say that.
It's true.
In my role as champion duelist, my opinions do not matter.
Okay, I'll get a
But
double
when I
speed
draw
this.
my blade, I am but an instrument of Fontaine's law.
I'm more interested in them actually explaining what we saw because we just saw this. We just saw this. Okay, rapid fire gunslinger. That's cool. Although I would appreciate it.
Shoot on sight.
That kind of gameplay would be cool on a character who has 2 pistols, but that's just like my.
Those animations.
That's just my little
cool.
thingy to
Clorinde's
point out
story has a really
there.
interesting origin. She inherited it from the Marashose Hunters.
Ooh, the hunters from the artifact set. The Marashose Hunters were an organization that defeated monsters and upheld justice from the shadows. I think the group's name has also been mentioned in some of Fontaine's historical records.
Exactly. The Marashose Hunters have a long history. To modern-day Fontanians, they're nothing more than an old legend from novels and plays. But for Clorinde, the Marashose Hunters' legacy is really.
She is doing this.
If
Oh,
not
does she
more than
actually?
Marashose
No,
Hunters,
in the
then
skill she had
should
one. She
check
was
out
holding
Clorinde's
blade and she was
story
like.
quest in the new version.
I want to learn more
She has
about the
2?
Marshals.
I don't think she. Had.
Perfect. Then let's get into her combat abilities. Clorinde
Okay,
is
let's go.
categorized as an electro sword user, but she actually uses both a sword and a pistolet to attack her enemies during combat.
Pistolet.
Now, her normal attack deals physical damage by performing up to 5 consecutive
Those
strikes.
animations are actually cool.
During her charged attack, Clorinde uses her pistolet to target enemies in a V shape in front of her. Also, Clorinde has developed a
In a V shape in front of her. In the gaming sphere, we call that a cone.
special ritual over the years. She always polishes her weapon before each duel.
That is so dignified of her.
I know, right?
Then again, they also call it DOT.
And kind of adorable. Even the champion duelist of Fontaine has a cute side, huh?
DOT
Aw.
damage.
Sarah is starting to sound just like Sigewinne.
Oh, what?
Though it's probably a meaningful ritual for Clorinde, right?
That's exactly right. It's a habit that helps Clorinde focus on the opponent in front of her. In fact, Clorinde's elemental skill, Hunter's Vigil, is an ability that demonstrates how potent she can be when she's focused. Check this out. During combat, unleashing Clorinde's elemental skill will
She has
cause her
the
to enter
thingy.
the night vigil state.
She has
During this
the...
state, Clorinde can unleash
the
2
health
different
thingy.
types of special attacks. Her normal attacks will be converted into swift
I can
hunt
see that.
pistolet attacks. And her elemental skill will be converted into a lunging attack, Impale the Night.
Huh. It looks like Clorinde gains a bond of life during
Yep,
her
there it
elemental
is.
skill.
There's the
Does
set.
the skill have any additional effects?
Oh, good perception on those eyes. Those swift hunt pistolet attacks increase Clorinde's bond of life. And her lunging attack, Impale the Night, will clear the bond of life.
Wait, so she accumulates the bond with one hand and then clears it with the other?
Oh, hey,
It
that's a
feels
really
like
good
that's gonna be the
explanation.
theme.
Yeah,
Like,
Clorinde's
charge
special
attacks
attacks
will
have
cleanse
different
it
effects
whenever it's on a
depending
character.
the value of her bond of life. So when her bond
It
of
feels
life
like they are
is, like,
purposefully doing this
relatively
so that
low,
they can like
her
tie it
swift
into
hunt
sets
pistolet
later
attacks
on.
have a piercing effect, and they deal greater damage. But when her bond of life is relatively high, her lunging attack, Impale the Night, has a greater AoE
And it
deals
heals,
higher
as we can
damage.
see.
Ah, gotcha. I get it. So Clorinde is meant to use her pistolet to accumulate a bond of life and then use her sword to clear it once it reaches a certain amount. And that way,
I
both
kind of
attacks
like the
benefit
bond
each
of
other.
life is
Bingo!
actually,
Though you should remember the effect of one of Clorinde's unique
genuinely
talents.
speaking,
she's in
the
the
bond
night
of life
vigil
is a
state,
brilliant
Any healing
design.
other than the one provided by her lunging attack, Impale the Night, will be converted
theory, okay,
into
in
a bond
theory.
of life. This unique talent allows different healing effects to alter the pacing of Clorinde's gameplay. So, travelers
Because
can
if these
experiment
abilities
with a
just like kept them
variety of
alive,
different
they would be
tactical
able to solo
combinations.
everything. That's why
Also,
it actually
although
like
Clorinde is
eats
most
into the
renowned as a
healing and the
champion duelist,
and
she
it takes
has
away the
never
health.
forgotten her identity as a Marashose hunter. So, during her elemental burst, Last Lightfall.
So when it comes to
Clorinde
like
draws on
balancing,
Marashose hunter heritage to
it's
unleash
kind of
an
cool that
ancient skill
it's a
that
powerful
empowers
tool
mortals
that
to
has a
fight deadly
good like
monsters.
great cost.
This ability allows her to
That puts you
swiftly
into
evade
danger,
enemy
especially
attacks
when you
and
start
strike
fighting
her
against the
opponents.
freaking
Her burst
wolves
deals
that
AoE electro damage
give you bleed and
grants her a
stuff.
bond of life based on her max HP.
Wow.
Is it Booba
that's
above
so
me?
cool.
Oh, there is. Yeah,
But
yeah,
if
yeah.
that power is
God
designed
damn.
to fight monsters, is it really okay for her to use it in a regular duel?
Good point. I think Clorinde just has to adjust the amount of force that she puts behind those blows.
That
So
makes
on
sense.
paper,
Also,
it is
Clorinde
actually
can
whoever
bond
thought
with
of that.
friends her
That's
companions
really
after
clever way
unlocking
to
her
balance
passive
this.
talent, dark shattering flame.
I still have the feeling
Yeah,
that
that sounds
synergy between
So,
characters
when a
will
nearby
still
party
destroy
member
this.
triggers an electro-related reaction,
Because this
the
only
electro
works.
damage dealt by
This
her
is
normal
only
attack
balanced on a
and her
solo
elemental
character.
burst will increase based on her attack
Can you
value.
react to new video
Though,
trial
no, there
of the
is a
Demon
ceiling
King
to the
and
damage
also
bonus
make a
that you
video
can
on
gain
your
from this
second
effect.
channel, please.
Clorinde also has another
I
passive
actually want to
talent
do that.
called Love
Remind
of
me when we finish this,
Remuneration.
because I haven't
If
seen
her
that
bond of
purposefully.
life is greater than or equal
Oh my god, I
to
hate
a
the new.
certain percentage,
It's loud.
then a change in
Any
her bond of
plans
life
for this
value will
year's birthday
increase her
video yet?
crit rate. That's right. And while she's in the night vigil state, the percentage of healing converted
Actually,
into a bond
no.
of life will increase.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
And finally, being a champion
thing to
duelist
point
gives
out.
Clorinde a strong familiarity with all
I
the
am
regions
thinking
of
about
Fontaine.
maybe unveiling
So
my
when she's in
game
your
on my
party,
birthday.
Clorinde can reveal
Like
the locations
putting
of
together like a
Fontaine
proper
regional
trailer and
resources
like, you know, going like
on the minimap.
crazy.
So awesome. I'm sure that
I
travelers
am thinking
will
about
be eager
that.
to use her to
Like a
uncover
proper
treasure,
reveal
defeat
in
monsters,
October.
and of course, uphold justice.
Not necessarily in that order.
So, Clorinde is usually pretty stern and composed as a champion duelist, but I wonder how she unwinds.
Okay, I'm
like,
gonna-
does she have any hobbies? I'm sure that she has some interest outside work.
Okay,
she
double
likes
speed.
Cosmetic products from Sigewinne.
We're entering double speed mode.
Aw, and yeah, of course she does. Clorinde is an active member of the tabletop troupe during her off hours. So in version 4.7, travelers won't just have the chance to learn more about the Mars Hunters
Okay.
during the story quest, the Raparia chapter. They'll also
New
get to join
story,
Clorinde on a very
okay,
special
okay,
tabletop
okay,
troupe
got it.
adventure. Woo! I love TTRPGs so much.
Woo!
Yeah. And with all of that, that is all the information that I have to share about Clorinde. So next up, let's introduce our adorable little Sigewinne.
Oh, yes. Okay, sorry.
Sigewinne!
We gotta look at her demo first. Yes.
You
Alright.
only get one body, so you gotta take care of it. But it's just as important to take care of your mind.
Ah, she has a bow.
Hold still.
I kinda hate that she's not gonna really be firing the gun. Like, at least not as much as I would like.
She might
That
be
she
a
would be.
little prick.
I kinda hate the bow.
She's so cute.
Then again, I guess she will not be on field, like, firing her bow.
The bubble has ears on
I
it.
would love to
It will be
fly
like,
around on a bubble
Booba.
like that.
No,
She's
not
her little
Booba.
legs
Booba?
dangling in the air. Oh.
Yeah, with the bubble gun and the giant
No, Booba is
syringe.
the other one. No.
Guys, so cute.
Those bubbles
What's
are
the other
so
one called?
big. Her kit looks really, really fun. I know, but if that's the syringe she uses on her patients,
No,
I can
Booba.
see
No,
why they
Booba
might be
is
nervous
Fire
about
Lady.
getting sick.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, sometimes you gotta take your medicine.
She's a. She,
And since she's the head
she
nurse
says,
at
like,
the
"Go,
Fortress of
Booba!"
Manapede, Sigewinne wants everyone
What's
to
the other
stay
one?
healthy.
The
She believes that
rabbit.
taking
Yao
care of
Yao.
your body
What's
is
the-
most important goal?
But what's the rabbit
she
called?
often encounters people who overwork themselves in the production zone, so she always tries to sneak them.
Oh, it's
healthy
Booba.
meals, but
Everyone
she
knows
doesn't
that.
think That's a substitute
Is Booba the
for some
rabbit?
proper
No.
rest.
Oh, take a page out of her book.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
Yugi.
seems like
Oh
you'll
yeah,
be
it's
well
Booba
fed
and
well rested if
Yugi.
you wanna
That's the
keep up
two.
with Sigewinne.
For sure.
No, wait. Oh,
She's such a
it's
caring and
Uruguay.
attentive person.
That's what it
But
is.
then what's she like when she fights?
Who's Yugi now? Is
Sigewinne.
Yugi the rabbit? Who's Uruguay then? It's like, go Uruguay.
Is a hydro bow user.
It's Uruguay, Yugi, and Booba.
Her normal attack unleashes a
Uruguay's
three
country?
consecutive
No,
attacks.
no, it's
During
not.
the
No,
second and
fake
third
news.
Attack, Sigewinne takes out a pill and tosses it at her opponent.
I saw
Where do
that
you
in the
pull
demo.
that
It's
one
like
off?
She's literally telling her opponents to take their medicine.
You're butchering the names?
She can make aimed shots using her charged
You should take that up with Cappuccino. Or Alzheimer's.
attack. Once the shot is held and fully charged, Sigewinne's bow will fire slow-moving ministration bubbles,
Okay, I kinda like
dealing
that.
hydro damage to her target. Just make sure not to
If
release the
only
arrow.
she was
Oh,
aiming
and
the
also,
gun.
Sigewinne uses a specially made bubble gun to fire a giant bolstering bubble bomb during her elemental
And she's
skill.
firing the gun
Rebound
up, not
hydrotherapy.
forward.
The
Damn.
projectile bounces between nearby opponents, dealing hydro damage to anyone
This,
it
to be
touches,
fair,
and restore
this
HP
feel,
to
this
all
looks
nearby party
satisfying.
members, well, except for Sigewinne herself.
This kind of looks satisfying to
Sigewinne will be
use.
healed a certain amount of health
It's
when the
applying
bolstering
hydro,
bubble
isn't it?
bomb disappears, which is based
Which
on
is
her
cool.
max HP.
Bolstering bubble bomb. Say that 3 times fast.
Oh, please don't make me.
You know,
This looks like a
travelers could
really
have
good vape
a
support.
bubble blowing contest with their Sigewinnes. Wouldn't that be great? You can have that
Boy,
idea
it's
for free.
exactly
It's a
like
great
blowing
idea.
bubbles. The longer you hold her
Because it
elemental
keeps
skill,
applying
the
hydro
larger the
while
bubble
you
grows.
keep vaping.
Once the projectile is released, it will gradually decrease in size as it bounces around. The bigger the bubble, the greater the damage and healing
Too
effect.
slow for vape?
And if a large bubble hits a weaker enemy, they'll be trapped inside.
I mean, you're right, because
Guys,
she's
it's
still
like she's
competing
trapping
with
him in a cage
Waterboy
of
and
kindness.
Like the hydro
you know, you could
business?
tell she
The
cares
Speedy
about her
lady.
bedside manner is so
speaking
strong.
of butchering names.
Hey, wait a second. Are those the orbs that Nivelette drops? It looks like Sigewinne creates
But she's a
two
healer, so
source
she has a
water
different
droplets when she
role.
fires
You
a
can
bubble.
still
And
see
it looks
her
like she
in.
gains a bond of life when she touches them? How does that work?
I can explain that as well. Since she has training as a nurse, Sigewinne understands how to make the most of a dire situation. Her elemental skill creates source water droplets, and Sigewinne can give herself a bond of life by absorbing them. When that bond of life is cleared, Sigewinne can regain some elemental energy based on the value of the bond of life.
Neat.
Ah, so
Okay.
Sigewinne's healing can nullify her bond of life, and she can restore energy for herself.
Nice.
That's right. While the bond of life is hazardous to most people, it can actually be perceived as a real advantage for Sigewinne. After she unlocks her talent detailed diagnosis through treatment, Sigewinne's healing will be increased based on the total bond of life values across all the characters in her party.
Oh, thank goodness. Sounds like a Melusine can make the bond of life a lot less scary.
After using her elemental burst and absorbing
Okay,
the
so
source
she's
water
like a
droplets, Sigewinne
very
will use the
specific
syringe
support
to
for bond of
spray
life.
enemies in front of her. This attack deals continuous hydro damage.
This is
Wait,
cool.
that's so cute. Even her attacks are a form of medical
A
treatment.
huge syringe.
Yeah, I mean, hey, she just wants everyone to be as healthy as possible.
This is cool.
Yeah, right? Sigewinne wants every patient to get a proper
She's like a
amount of
mini-
rest. After
mini
unlocking
Novelette.
her passive talent requires appropriate rest, unleashing her elemental skill will also trigger the semi-strict bed rest effect.
Oh.
This effect will grant her a hydro damage bonus and several stacks of convalescence.
Is it her or her
Non-active
allies?
characters deal damage with their off-field elemental skills. Sigewinne can
Oh.
consume a stack of convalescence to increase that elemental skill damage.
Ooh.
I like how it's only semi-strict. Like,
So it's her
super
damage,
strict, 'cause
but
she couldn't
it
be
gets
super
triggered when
Just a little.
other
Wow,
characters
so it
deal
seems
off
like the bond of life
field
mechanic
damage.
is pretty integral to
That's-
both Sigewinne and Clorine's
Sorry.
kits.
Interesting and
Oh, yeah.
weirdly
I can't wait to see these
odd.
abilities in action.
and travelers won't just be limited to the playstyles that they've seen here, right? As I understand it, the mechanics leave a lot of room for open experimentation.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
let's go,
And outside of
though.
combat, Melusines are very connected to the ocean, so Sigewinne always takes care of her companions during underwater exploration. Sigewinne is especially helpful when her
Is
friends
she
are endangered by underwater enemies. She can
healing
use her
them?
emergency dose talent to continuously restore HP to her party
Yep,
member for a period
okay,
of time.
makes
Well,
sense.
unfortunately,
There it
this will
is.
lower all of their elemental and physical resistances.
There's always a price.
Of course.
Cool.
Nah,
Sounds like a skill
Dia
for me,
already
you know?
has
Maybe
that.
it's
Come
always
on,
there for us.
man.
Thanks, head nurse.
Of course. Oh, and I've got a quick question for you all. Yes. Have you noticed any differences between Sigewinne and other Melusines?
She looks like a human, yes. I pointed out literally the second I saw that.
Like, if you ignore the tail and the feelers on her head, then she actually doesn't look that different from a human child.
How could you ignore those?
Yes.
Well, true, fair. But also, she's
That's gonna be the point of her
her
story, I get it. That was teased and spoiled
None of that.
in the
and
trailer.
right? We haven't encountered any other Melusines who give medical treatment to humans, and Sigewinne seems to care the most about the people of Fontaine.
And she's also one of the few Melusines
Stop
who work
spoiling
in
the story, I wanna skip
How
this.
many people are willing to treat criminals?
No!
Not even a Melusine
Stop
with an
talking about
emergency
it.
profile, right?
You're spoiling the story.
You're all bringing up great points. Don't you think that Sigewinne's differences from the other Melusines make her seem more...
I don't
approachable
know,
to
don't spoil the
Travelers
differences.
will have the chance to learn more about the background of this very special
Okay,
Melusine
good.
in her personal story quest.
Oh,
Good,
that's
move
awesome.
on.
Hey, speaking of story quests, didn't travelers meet a mysterious
Again, this is
youngster
totally
last
me
version
because I see a lot of
sometime
people like this
during
character. This is
Sino's
totally
story
me.
quest?
So
Well,
just so people know,
travelers will now have
just
the
so we like level the
opportunity
playing
to add him
field,
to their parties.
I feel
He
underwhelmed
recently
by the
left
character.
desert, and he's eager to travel around.
I feel very
Zach,
underwhelmed.
Why don't you introduce him?
I feel like the
Oh,
character
me?
is missing something.
Okay then, let's take a look at Sethos' demo.
Like a design piece. Because this looks amazing as a base, and he needs like that one thing, like I don't know, like a floating sun disk that's like floating behind him, or like, you know, he's like cat ears. No, that's not what he's missing. No.
It's better to let go.
A hat? No. Like, in design, it is called a focus point. Like, he's missing, like, you know how, like, Karma in League would be just boring, but she has, like, the floating thing behind her, which separates her from everyone else. That's what this character needs.
Give me some space.
A focus point. This is really cool base. It's just like, I don't know. Gameplay looks cool though. Kinda looks like a
Whoa.
good bow carry.
His design is so cool.
He looks amazing.
Yeah, the clothes and the hair, I love it.
Right?
Sethos didn't just get power and wisdom from his desert heritage, he's also talented in archery. Sethos has always loved hiking, and he has a great sense of direction. Whether he's exploring the desert or the rainforest, he knows the roads like the back of his hand.
Okay,
and he always knows where to find the best regional specialties. Yeah, you probably know where this is going, but I'll say it anyway. When Sethos is in your team, he'll reveal the location of Sumeru regional specialties on the minimap.
Nice.
Cool.
Oh, I could have used this when I was leveling up.
Ancient legacy. To me, it seems like someone with that kind of upbringing would either be like really introverted.
I
or just
forgot all
but Sethos doesn't
their
seem like that at all.
names.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Sethos is a very open-minded and cheerful person.
My first
As a
ever
successor to the
carry.
mysterious Temple of Silence, he had more educational opportunities than other people who live in Sumeru's desert. His responsibilities drive him to learn about other people and places.
Sino?
He has a
Oh
very
my
open
God.
mind, and he tries to be optimistic.
I should ban
In fact,
you.
his personality is a
Faruzan?
huge
Oh, I should ban you too.
Wait,
Candy.
so
Of course
are
it's
you saying he's a
Candice.
social butterfly?
I guess.
Of course it's
It's a
Candice.
pretty varied lifestyle, and he's around the same age as the general.
Any
Monopoly
fan of our
He's busy
Genshin
academia,
journey
he's always
would
trying to make
know
friends in the
that.
city, and he enjoys browsing goods at the Grand Bazaar. But we've already talked a lot about his hobbies. Let's move on to what he can do in combat.
Yes.
Sethos' aim shot has a special variant when charged to level 2. He can't move when his attack is charged to its second level, but it allows him to fire a
Oh,
powerful
that's
short-range
actually
shot
cool.
that can pierce enemies, dealing electro damage to targets in its path. Sethos' talent, Black Kite's Enigma, can decrease the charging time of his aim shot by
Does it stop?
consuming elemental
It's
energy.
supposed to pierce though.
Some elemental energy will also be consumed after
That is
releasing the
cool.
shot.
Nice. Ooh, useful. Yeah, and also I noticed his aim shots take a really long time to charge, so I think that means players need to store up elemental energy to fire the shadow-piercing shot faster, right? Hey, wait a minute. I feel like this is the first Genshin Impact character who actually consumes elemental energy while firing aim shots.
What? Yeah, you're right on.
Hey.
That's why
That
Sethos'
is
elemental skills helps him
cool.
restore elemental energy.
Unironically,
It's an
that
ancient
is
ritual
cool.
that deals AoE electro damage, and it also restores elemental energy whenever a hit on an enemy triggers an overloaded, electrocharge, superconduct, electroswirl, quicken, aggravate, or hyperbloom reaction.
Ooh, that's a lot.
That
But
is
travelers
very
also
cool.
have another option for firing powerful
That is a
shots.
very
By unleashing his
cool,
elemental
unique
burst,
twist
Sethos will
on
perform
how
an
you
ancient ritual that was
handle
passed down from King Deshret's time.
energy.
He will enter the Twilight Meditation state, converting his normal attacks to enemy-piercing dust bolts that deal increased damage based on his elemental mastery.
Oh, that's cool. That sounds like a
If
mini
only there
version
was
of the
gameplay where I could
shadow-piercing
use
shot.
this new
Only
mechanic.
It doesn't take as much time to fire.
Useful. Okay, also it seems like the records of King Deshret have a lot of powerful abilities, so between you and me, does that mean Sethos has mastered other mysterious rituals and techniques?
Of course! I'm sure that the Temple of Silence has a whole archive of secrets. One of his other talents will also increase the damage dealt by a shadow-piercing shot for a period of time based on his elemental mastery.
Okay, alright, sounds like the Temple of Silence is a real impressive legacy.
No kidding.
So many ancient rituals.
Sethos is definitely a talented fighter who can make full use of his martial heritage. He's similar to Clorinde in that sense.
Yeah. Oh wow, we finished the first mission.
Nice, I wonder what the next one's gonna be. Let's get it.
Oh, it looks like we'll have to uncover hidden
Special
secrets on our
program.
next mission.
Oh, it's gonna be time for you to go.
Why are all you guys looking at me?
Well, I mean, secrets are kind of your area of expertise.
All your character does is speak in riddles.
Speak plainly, sir.
Yeah, okay, that's a good point. Okay, well, I guess I'm the only one who can shed some light on the hidden secrets.
Oh, here he goes.
So here we go. Archon Quest Chapter 4, Act 6, Bedtime Story.
Okay.
Will become available in version 4.7. Travelers will finally
Got
reunite
it? This is a
Daisley,
new,
and we'll share more
you
information
know,
about Kamiya's
what it's
past.
called,
Ooh, that's what you guys are waiting for, right?
Yeah, and also I, got to break out my voice
Gary
crystals
Bear.
for this patch, you guys.
Oh my gosh, word come out your mouth. Yeah.
Gary
Slime,
Bird.
Ether, and Lumine
Gary
will
Bear?
face to
Gary
face.
Gary
And
Bear.
Based on what we heard in the trailer, it seems like the Loom of Fate is now complete, so travelers can look forward to learning more about Kari Bear in this.
Oh, Gary Bear!
Just can't reveal everything right now. Okay, leave some secrets for me. These are important secrets. that
Oh,
you
I was
can't
just
tell
joking. I didn't know it was connected.
Right? Look, I know, I get it, that everyone can barely contain their excitement. So,
Don't spoil it, though.
I will throw you a bone. To help tide you over until the next update, I'll be sharing a special surprise with y'all.
What is it?
Come
Oh,
on.
no surprises.
It is. You'll know very soon, I promise. But first,
Okay.
we need to introduce the event wishes.
Oh,
Okay, so in the first phase of
Event
version
wishes?
4.7,
Who's
Clorinde and
here?
Alhaitham will be featured
Oh,
in
Alzheimer's.
Event wishes. Yeah. Sethos will be the new 4-star unit that appears on this event wish band.
Okay.
And in the second phase of the version, travelers can look forward to event wishes from Sigewinne and Farina.
Nice.
And
I
because
should get
there's never
Farina
enough,
though.
a new 5-star sword.
She really
Absolution,
feels
and a
too
new 5-star
strong.
bow, Silver Shower Heartstrings will also be featured on their respective weapons.
She's probably gonna break the records again.
Okay, I've made
Because
all
now
enough.
people
Let's make it a
know
surprise.
she's too strong.
Let's go.
Anime? Finally? No. Yes? No. What am I watching? Is this like a trailer? Are they releasing the anime now? Hell yeah! It actually feels like the same studio that was supposed to be putting together the anime. What if they cancelled it and this is what we get?
Traveling in the night you lift me in. I feel you in Dallas blue of wind. Even over I can
It's a oh no, he fished a Paimon, the fool! Why did he fish?
This journey of ours has been bittersweet.
Okay, though, okay.
Close my eyes, wondering what you would have dreamed. If you were here standing.
I'm too dumb to understand the catch, but I understand they are like... The point is they are going through a similar journey. Except... It's different. Why did she get Dainsleif and I got Paimon? How did that happen? Could I not have fished Dainsleif instead? Hey, that's Care Bear. That's kinda cool, to be honest. I kinda hate the relationship this is implying, though. Your siblings, okay? Know your place. It feels like, I don't know the catch. Is the catch that they actually went through the same thing at different times? Or like a different, like alternative universe? I don't know. It feels like it's like a mirror universe or something. Oh, 500 years apart? Okay, so it's the same universe then. Because the way it's framed, it's like very specifically showing you like they are going through the same journey. That's what it is, like very specifically. Okay, that's another code. Okay, we're skipping. Skip.
Dun dun dun.
You sound ready.
Yeah, it was cool to be
Location of
honest.
This challenge seems pretty intriguing.
I
Paimon
just
and
don't
travelers found
know.
a secret room within the Mondstadt library, and they've received an invitation to participate in a mysterious performance.
Oh, I love secret rooms and libraries. I've always wanted one. So that's
Okay.
right, the all-new event, Imaginarium Theater, will become available in version 4.7 for
I just
travelers who are
wish
adventure
the
rank
stories would
35
start
or
getting
higher.
revealed
Nice.
more,
Wait,
because
so this is
after,
a library?
especially after Panicon, it
The
just went
coolest library.
wild.
I know, it looks a lot different from what I imagined. It's
Like now we know the potential is there.
Looks more like a magic castle.
Right? So cool. I would live there.
Please.
So, travelers will encounter a concierge
okay,
in
slow
the
down,
area who
okay.
calls himself Wolfie.
Aww.
I know, he's so cute. Wolfie. He'll reveal that this room was created by a mage, and that he's waiting for a guest to take the stage. He is also a poet. That guest will hopefully put on a magnificent performance by becoming the main character of the mage's story.
Bring on that main character energy.
Ooh. After arriving in this room, travelers just need to interact with this strange book in order to participate in the Imaginarium Theater Challenge.
Wow, that was fast. But what kind of challenge is it?
Oh, let me tell you. Imaginarium Theater contains a series of combat challenges with different battle conditions. Now, only characters who wield specific elemental types will be
that's
allowed to
cool.
participate. So travelers will have to select characters who meet the requirements of the challenge.
That's cool, assuming it's not gonna be a cakewalk, because that's what they usually do in these events.
Oh, I get it. But what if we don't have enough characters in our roster who meet the requirements?
Is it? Are they going to mention that it's permanent? Or did I accidentally skip that in like when I skipped like the first 10 seconds? They do it later? You
Have
spoilery
enough characters
bastard!
in our roster who meet the requirements.
Okay,
Good
this is
thinking,
actually
but
cool, though.
You won't have to worry about that. Because first off, 6 characters will be designated as the initial lineup for each challenge. Trial characters will be provided for travelers that are
Okay.
missing any of those characters.
Nice.
And travelers can also invite
it's a
special
permanent
guest characters
challenge
to
mode?
participate in the challenges that aren't restricted by the event requirements. In addition,
Okay.
travelers can also designate a certain number of characters
I am surprised! This is a permanent thing, and they are actually giving you trial characters.
as supports for their friends. They can also select their
Oh, support.
friends supporting characters to join their own team.
That's a nice way to get to try new characters.
Okay, they are taking hints
What's the
from
difference?
Support each
Star
other
Rail's
in
book
stage
there.
combat.
Friends helping each other. And during the current challenge period,
Okay.
those 6 designated characters who make the initial lineup will gain fantastical blessings. This will grant them buffs that remain potent even outside of the Imaginarium Theater Challenge.
Wait. So you're saying those buffs aren't just active during the challenge itself?
Yes!
Wow.
You're kidding. Wait, okay, the mage behind the theater must be super powerful.
Oh, super
They mean like
powerful.
the outside world and stuff, like bosses too?
And I know that everyone's probably wondering why it looked like we had
Like you just go in here and you just like permanently buff until the next cycle?
select so many characters just now.
That's cool!
But characters will consume vigor while participating in Imaginarium Theater combat
This
challenges.
will all
So
like
when a
make it
character's
or
vigor
break
is
it
fully
depending on the
depleted,
difficulty.
they will no
That's what it
longer be
is.
able to fight, and you will have
That's
to
what it
replace
is.
them
This
with a
is
new character.
all now
Time for
stand.
some
This
R&R.
sounds cool.
Ah, I get it. So
This
when you select
sounds
their characters,
cool.
You have to pay attention to how well they work together.
Yes.
And also how well they can fill in
With the
for each
support
other.
is really interesting too.
Strategy.
And
They
I should
even give
also
you
mention
trial
that
characters.
not all
Amazing.
selected characters will immediately appear
This
in
will
your team.
stand
Some
on the
characters can
shoulders
only
of
be gathered by
difficulty.
progressing through the story. They can formally be added to your team at the end of an Imaginarium Theater battle.
That is
or
cool.
when you encounter certain special events.
Cool. So assembling your team is
So this
part
is
of the
actually
challenge.
special
Yes.
events. So it is actually like the simulated universe
Makes it even
version,
more
the
fun.
different versions
Let
where
me
you have like different
explain
events
a little
happening.
more about the special events that I mentioned. Travelers can choose to spend Fantasia flowers to trigger events during the story. Now, some events will unlock certain characters for battle, and others may trigger certain perils.
It's a lot more streamlined. It's a lot
so
more.
Travelers will have to choose very carefully,
Ooh, no pressure.
right?
Remember when I said that this mechanic should be part of the Abyss and they should actually turn this into a permanent game mode? Remember when I said that?
Travelers can collect performance tour
Yeah.
rewards by completing challenges and finalizing their performance results.
I am
The
happy
first
to
time
see
they
that's
complete a
exactly what
challenge,
they did.
Travelers will also receive a debut performance gift.
Ooh, presents.
Travelers who feel particularly
That is
confident
cool.
can
You don't
try
remember?
to
Of
attain
course
the
you don't.
star challenge condition during each
What
stage.
what was the event
You'll
when
be
they
able to
did
obtain
this?
different levels
I
of
don't even
performance
remember.
medals that correspond with the difficulty.
I just
of the
remember I
challenge.
loved the
These
roguelike
medals can be
element
displayed
where you
on
were
their
picking different
profile.
characters.
Go ahead and show off.
And that's not all, right? Travelers can also obtain toy medals during this event, which they can exchange with Wolfie the Concierge. In return,
that's Star Rail
travelers will
thingy.
receive special poses for their characters when taking photos.
Oh, awesome! Travelers will be able to take all sorts of new cool pictures.
I won't complain.
So hyped.
Me too. And also more
I will not complain because there is a lot of people who will love this. It's just not for me, sure, but I know there is a lot of people who will love
poses
this.
will be added whenever Imaginarium Theater is updated.
Yes.
So
And
you know what?
finally, each
Sure.
performance in the Imaginarium Theater
I-
has several difficulty levels.
I just
and
expected
each one has
a
different
weapon
number
or
of
something,
challenges.
so it would be
Higher
similar to
difficulty
Star
levels
Rail.
will yield even better rewards.
Bring it on.
As
That's just
Wolfie
what
the
I expected,
Concierge
okay?
likes to say, when the brilliant golden glow of the
Oh yeah,
treasure
screenshots?
beckons,
It's fine.
Don't you hesitate. Just go open it.
How can he be so
That's
cute?
amazing.
I don't know. Somehow I still didn't make him as cute as he actually is.
Of course, it'll take time for travelers to raise the necessary characters and understand how they fit into this new challenge. And I'm sure travelers are always looking for ways to get more primo gems.
Oh, he means Primo Gems.
Word.
Gimme.
Each month, Imaginarium Theater will alternate with updates.
Oh,
with
it's
the Spiral
monthly.
Abyss. In addition, the total rewards that can be
Okay.
gained from the Spiral Abyss has been increased from 600 primo gems to 800 primo gems.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. More information will be available across Genshin Impact's official social media
This
accounts. so
sounds
keep a
really
lookout.
good.
Aye, Captain.
Ooh, the background is changing.
Ooh, here we go, here
Let's
we
see what
go.
else this version has. in
Maybe
store.
slightly too late?
Mutual security enhancing simulation.
Maybe this should have been part of
I see some
Sumeru?
hilly trails and ruin guards, so I'm assuming this is one of those monster fighting events.
Yes.
But it's pretty
Sort
cool.
of. Travelers won't be
One whole
engaging monsters
bull.
directly. Instead, they'll be able to command monsters to fight in a cooperative simulation.
4 years too late? No, I honestly believe if it came during
To improve their
Sumeru,
understanding of security
it will be
needs throughout
perfect.
Tevat. They'll be accompanied
because
by
when Sumeru
representatives
released,
from
people
Mondstadt's
felt like
Knights of
there was a little bit low,
Favonius,
like
Inazuma's
everything dragged a
Yashiro
little bit.
Commission, Sumeru's Corps of 30, and Fontaine's Special Patrol.
gonna-
Their joint exercise is intended to improve military tactics across the continent.
Sir, yes, sir.
Wow. You're making this event sound really official.
That was my official voice.
Uh-huh.
I'm just doing my best. As I was saying, you can play two different kinds of scenarios in the event: assault scenarios and defense scenarios. As special representatives to the simulation, travelers will need to analyze enemy formation
Hey,
and
more
deploy the best
TFT.
units for completing the challenge.
Except
In
it's on
assault scenarios, you only
mushrooms.
need to select your combat units and deploy them within your staging area. So,
Oh!
when the area begins, the unit will automatically
That
start
looked
attacking
like
your
Warcraft
I don't
Rumble,
know if you can
or
relax
whatever
on
it
this, but
was.
try.
Clearly
Or
not.
Clash of
Okay, I'm
Clans.
gonna give this a try.
Yeah, okay.
Do it.
How come my
Yep.
natural archers got wiped out so quickly?
Oh, no.
Yep,
Okay,
it's
okay,
Clash of
sorry, I have to do
Clans,
something
or
important.
what. I've never played it, I just know
I
it's...
know.
I
But
played
here,
Warcraft
fix it.
Rumble.
Some types of combat units are more effective against others. Ranged units like hilly trail archers.
That's what it
are
is.
to melee units like mighty trolls. But don't
Yep,
fret,
that's
you can
exactly
switch
what it
around
is.
if
Okay,
you
yeah,
choose the
yeah,
best
yeah.
units to tackle the opponent's
Clash
attack.
Royale, maybe, I
In
guess.
fact, just choose the best units.
Choose the best units.
Simple fix.
Clash of Clans is a
In
strategy
defense
game,
scenarios,
isn't
you
it?
will
I've
use
never
selectively
played any of
counter enemies
those.
who are attacking from multiple directions. So defeated enemy units will drop support beacons, which can then be used to deploy additional combat units and frontline structures.
As the unit's commander, travelers can use their
You
leadership
must
skills to
contract
create favorable
additional
conditions for the team.
pylons.
And if they're successful, then travelers can obtain various rewards.
We need
From
more
the mutual
Vespine
security
gas.
enhancing simulation event. These rewards include Primo Gems, a
We
Crown
require
Princess,
more
and
minerals.
A 4-star bow, Cloud Forged.
Okay. Okay. And
Yamato
next up,
Cannon
using
online.
combat-related event, Endless Forms Most Martial.
Ooh, okay. I'm guessing that this one's gonna test some different skills.
Yeah, you betcha. In the previous event, travelers will
Your
notice that
base is
combat
under
environment on
attack.
a real battlefield is way more unpredictable, and that's why it's important to come up with combat tactics on the fly and take advantage of battlefield conditions. So, in Endless Forms Most Martial, travelers will have to defeat enemies according to the special rules of each stage. For example, some challenges may require travelers to defeat enemies affected by the electrocharge condition, and that is the
Yep,
only way to
okay,
accumulate progress
yep.
towards the challenge
So
goal.
this
Now,
is
once
this
you've
is
satisfied
the more
one, you'll
casual.
turn
This is the more casual event I would normally
So
expect
this
from
is one of those
Genshin.
challenges that requires you to strategize.
Indeedy. Okay, let's move on to our next event. I'm gonna try this announcer voice. I've gotten a report about a loud boom that just went off in a rather unremarkable part of Fontaine.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, I like that news. It must have come from that crocodile-shaped cannon. That thing looks pretty scary.
Crocodile
Never heard of
cannon.
viewers. I would worry about it actually. This cannon was modified by a Fontanian engineer. It's now just a toy cannon that you can use to fire hydrobullets. So why not have some fun with it?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
well,
Yeah,
why not
okay.
if that's the case?
Sure,
Travelers
we're
will need
playing-
energy to the cannon and
What's
choose
the
correct
software
firing
people
mode
use to
destroy
train
as
for
many target
Valorant?
balls as possible within the time limit. They'll even be rewarded for their trouble.
Was there ever a doubt? In order to keep the event interesting, special types of target
That's what
balls
it
will
is.
appear during the challenge. They will produce different effects when they are destroyed. So be sure to check it out for yourselves in the new update.
Hey guys, that's my kind of old school arcade games because I'm an old school. I'm just old. Anyway,
Aim labs. That's what it is. Yeah.
This event takes place in the land of Mondstadt. Travelers will encounter a familiar light novelist who recently completed a new script. Travelers who follow her script will be able to embark on a wondrous journey of literature and imagination. And the script will lead travelers to mysterious locales where they will have the opportunity to earn rewards. That is, if they can evade bullet curtain assaults from, various mechanisms and collect enough labyrinth coins. No big deal, you can do it.
This is
Easy
the
peasy.
thingy that
Wicked
people
warlocks will also
made,
be
right?
scattered
With
across the field. Ooh, alliteration. I like
except
it.
this one is
If
pre-made.
you defeat them, then you can earn even more coins.
Ooh, it looks like we'll have to move
Okay.
really skillfully if we want to avoid all those attacks.
No pressure.
But hey, don't worry, travelers can take advantage of adventure techniques to gain special buffs. So these buffs will make the oncoming bullets a lot easier to deal with. You'll also be able to get rewards more easily if you're smart about how you use them.
That sounds great.
Yeah, I like that.
Updates to the Genius Invocation TCG. Travelers can look forward to new
Okay.
character cards, monster cards, and action. Oh, also, the Leyline Overflow event will also return in the new version, so don't miss out.
Whew, that was a lot of information. Let's take a break while we take a look at the last redemption code. See you soon.
That's a cute cat.
Welcome back to the version
That's it, right?
4.7 special program. Looks like we completed this domain challenge.
Is there something?
Was there ever
They
any doubt?
usually
You
have.
can find
They
out
did
later
this
yourself.
with
Now
Fontaine.
it's
They
time to
usually
talk
have
about
something
new
at the end.
optimizations in the latest update.
Yes, please.
First up, the encounter point system for collecting daily commission rewards will now be unlocked at adventure rank 24.
Okay, I don't care.
Hopefully this helps travelers level up more quickly.
Nice. And now for some really exciting news. Travelers' max resin will be increased from 160 to 200.
Nice.
I think I've been sitting at 160 for like a month now.
You might notice from the video that version 4.7
I'm
will have
not
some
sure
other
if that
optimizations. Be sure to
extra
check them out for yourselves
40
in-game.
will do anything.
All
Recommendations?
right, that looks
Okay,
like all the
sure.
information we have to share today. Bye, travelers.
What?
Just kidding.
wait,
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Of
Okay.
course, I wouldn't sign off without giving you guys the chance to talk about your time here on the special program. How was it?
Okay.
I have things to say. No, I'm so thrilled to join this amazing voice cast, and I'm excited for everyone to get
Yeah,
to see
now I'm gonna.
Sigewinne in
See, yeah,
action
now I'm
and
getting
add
extra
her to your
40. I'm gonna be
parties, I
sitting
hope,
on
and
for a
yes,
month.
Just see how cute she is.
I'm not skipping.
Little pills
During
are adorable
the
little
first
serene
stream before Fontaine had the little teaser at the end. I assume there's gonna be
Same
something
here to
similar.
everything that Sarah said. It's such an honor to join the cast. I'm so excited that Clorinde is finally coming out. I hope everyone has fun meeting her and learning more about her. And also,
I
really
assume
excited
there
to
will
I don't know
be
about you guys, but I've
something.
been playing this game, and my favorite thing's beating things up in this world.
Yeah, no, me too.
Love fighting these monsters.
And you guys, I have not been playing this game for years, and so while Dainsleif is a man of mystery, this game, so much of it is mystery to me, and you guys were so welcoming today, and I learned so much. And I don't know, is this the thing that finally gets me to start playing?
Oh.
Are you guys a gateway?
Is he actually not playing?
Did we get him?
This is it. Yeah, it's been absolutely awesome doing this with you guys.
Is he actually not
I'm
even
so
playing the
excited
game? Come on,
for
man.
Imaginarium Theater, of course, all the new characters, and the new Archon quest because I got some new voice lines.
Oh yeah.
He's big. More.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming, guys.
Alrighty.
And see y'all in game.
See y'all in game.
Alright, now something. Are they gonna show Natlan? Or are they gonna show? That's what they did for Fontaine. They showed Fontaine. Monster Hunter. Oh, it is Monster Hunter. Wait, well, hold on. No sound effects, so sound effects are not real. Not ready. I saw the rock structure in the background. Okay, I was about to say, that's not exactly how I imagined Natlan. So are we, what's this POV? Are we transforming into them? Are we becoming Pal World? Yep, we are. We're becoming Pokemon. You can transform into Pokemon. I like that, to be honest. Here's the issue I have with this, though. Okay, region looks fine, Region looks fine. Honestly, not exactly what I would imagine. I imagined it a lot less green. That's what I would imagine. And yeah, they showed like 6 at the beginning with the little spiral thingy. I imagined it a lot. I like the red mountains, to be honest. I like the color they are using for the mountains. Yeah, it looks prehistoric. I like that. Like dinosaurs and, you know, stuff like that. That looks cool. I just imagined it less green. More rocky. But I guess they need the greenery to like break the color of the region. Otherwise, it would be just like brown and red. And what I'm scared of is that this new movement thing that they are doing with these, if it's only in Natlan, that's gotta be... It will feel weird going back into the other regions without these. That's what I'm scared of. I'm scared of the fact that if these are too good, it's gonna spoil how movement works. Like Fontaine. Fontaine had this issue a little bit where Fontaine had amazing like swimming and diving, and then you went into other regions and suddenly the swimming stamina was back. And I was like, I don't like this. I don't like swimming stamina anymore. So I hope the movement will not be so good we get spoiled and we will hate just normal running. Then again, most people already explored all the previous zones, so they don't really care. That's pretty... Outside of that, this looks interesting. If this turns out to be challenge, hey, I'm gonna welcome that. Because this is what I said, when they previously had the event that had that like light roguelike mechanic where you are picking different characters to join your team, I really like that mechanic, and some of you may remember, I said, if only they made a permanent game mode where this became a thing, where this roguelike part became a real thing.
How do you feel about the upcoming story with Dane and Lumine?
I am only afraid it's gonna be another cliffhanger at the end. Because the Dainsleif story has one slight issue. It's not massive issue, but it's with one slight issue. The core story is really dragging at this point. If you cut it into the individual pieces, those individual pieces are really cool. Because it took so long to set this story up, I'm just forgetting things at this point. I'm forgetting things that were set up like 2 years ago. For some people, more than that. And for me, it's a year ago, but you know, like it's still so much story happened before then. I'm just forgetting things. They should close off this chapter. They should be like, hey, this is why Lumine is weird, right? And then make a new story that's like, okay, it's confirmed she's weird because of this reason. This is her goal. We need to stop her with that goal. They need to round up the story that's happening right now, so you stop getting confused with like more snow getting freaking stuck to the snowball, and then you get a new story off of that. That's what I need to do, in my opinion. Just my opinion, though. Because at this point, I'm like, okay, we have no idea what's happening with them still.